guys, I'm Jewel, and in this video, you're going to be learning how to simplify fractions. I hope you understand how to simplify fractions by the end of this video.
Let's learn to simplify fractions. If you are new to fractions or don't know them very well, please click the link on the right, as it is my previous and first video that will basically give you an introduction to fractions before you come here, because you will not understand what I'm talking about in this video if you don't know what fractions are. Now that that's over with, let's get right on to simplifying fractions. But first of all, what does the word simplify mean? Let's find out. Well, let's look at it this way. Let's suppose you have a fraction with bigger numbers, like 50 by 100. If we're taking this fraction, we'll have to keep in mind that 50 parts would be shaded out of the total of 100. Because we use fractions a lot in real life, let's use a half moon as an example. If the half moon were to split up in 50 parts, now that it's cut up into 50 parts, it's a lot easier to work with. Simplifying means to make a fraction the smallest fraction it can be, but maintain the same value. What does that mean, you might be thinking? Okay, let's word that differently. In order to understand this more, let's look at the smallest number in the fraction, which is the numerator, which is 50. Let's see if 50 and 100 are divisible by 50 by dividing them by 50. 50 divided by 50 is 1. 100 divided by 50 is 2. So that means 50 and 100 are both divisible by 50, and they both give us 1/2 altogether. Whoa, what just happened? You might be thinking. How did we get 1 by 2 out of 50 out of 100? Let me tell you a trick. Whenever you have a fraction that the numerator is half the denominator, then the simplified version would always be 1 by 2. To understand it clearly, let's remove a few parts from the moon. Did you notice that the moon looks exactly like it did before, but without all the parts? Let's look at other examples where we can simplify fractions. Here's a different fraction, 20 by 60. What would this simplify to? Let's find out. But before that, let's go through a simpler way of simplifying fractions. First, you need to find the factors of the numerator and the denominator. In this case, our fraction is 25 by 50. So I've written some of the factors down. Factor means, well, let's look at 50. 5 times 5 is 25, and 25 times 2 is 50. So that basically makes up 50. What factors do is they make up multiplying numbers. Like 25. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 5 makes up 25. Just like 5 times 5 times 2 makes up 50. But how exactly does factoring a number help with simplifying a number? Let's find out! But if you have a case where numbers in the numerator and the denominator repeat, then you can cross those numbers out. Now this is the simple part. The numerator and the denominator will each have one number, and that will be your final fraction. But in this case, there's no number at the top. All the numbers have been taken. Well, there's an easy fix to that. All you have to do is write 1. So the fraction we're left with is 1 by 2. But come on, we've used that fraction way too much. Let's look at some other fractions in simplified form. Oh no, we have a fraction where both the numerator and the denominator don't link to each other at all. Okay, let's use our new method. Let's see. For 27, the factors could be 3 times 3 times 3. And for 36, the factors could be 3 times 3 times 4. Because the 3's repeat by the numerator and the denominator twice, Let's cross them out. Now we're left with 3 by 4. You can use this easy method for just about any fraction. But let's not forget the fraction we had to begin with, 20 out of 60. Some of the factors of 20 are 2, 5, and 2. And some of the factors of 60 are 6, 5, and 2. Now, let's cross off all the numbers that repeat. Because 5 repeats twice and 2 repeats twice, let's take them off, so they aren't options in this fraction anymore. So let's look at the numbers in the fraction that we are left with. That is 2 by 6.
Hello guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you understood how to simplify fractions. Please check out more of my fraction videos. Thanks for watching.